Welcome to United Report, your daily hub for all things Manchester United. From breaking news to transfer talk and match updates, we've got every red covered. If you live and breathe United, hit subscribe and join the family. Glory, glory, Man United. Manchester United's summer transfer window is hotting up as we sit just 4 days away from it temporarily closing. United have been quick to take advantage of the exceptional registration period brought about by the Club World Cup, announcing the signing of Matheus Cunha from Wolverhampton Wanderers on the first day of the window. Brentford's Bryan Mbeumo appears to be next up on the Reds' wish list, having bagged 20 goals last season for the Bees. The Reds are firmly entrenched in talks with Brentford, but their business is not expected to be concluded once Mbeumo does sign. In our latest look at the media headlines, we are going to focus on the news surrounding a couple of strikers who have been heavily linked to United. According to ESPN's Mark Ogden, Osimhen is not a target for United despite his availability. It is understood that United do not see the Nigerian as being the right fit for Ruben Amorim's forward line. Meanwhile, his £63 asking price is thought to be considered a problem for the Reds. What Mensport says, it is hard to see how United have come to the conclusion that Osimhen does not fit the system that Amorim is looking to build. Yes, a Viktor Gyökeres is more physically demanding, but it is not as though the Nigerian is weak and unable to lead the line on his own. His goal-scoring prowess speaks for itself, and surely that makes him worthy of taking a gamble. Napoli's asking price could be the leading reason behind United's interest reportedly coming to an end, but you have to wonder if the club are making the right call on this one. According to Sky Sports News, Sporting's talisman remains a favourite in the eyes of Amorim. It is understood that even if Mbeumo was to sign this summer, United would still be on the lookout for a number 9, and Gyökeres is on their list. What Mensport says, Gyökeres' arrival would be a no-risk option for United this summer, and after the season they have just endured, that could be exactly what is needed. The Swede clearly knows how to play Amorim's system and knows how to perform to incredible standards under the Portuguese head coach's tuition. Arguably, the ex-Coventry City man does not fit the image of an Ineos signing considering his age. But United need less risks this window. Results are needed and fast, and ultimately Gyökeres has proven that he can deliver. Here at the Manchester Evening News, we are dedicated to bringing you the best Manchester United coverage and analysis. Make sure you don't miss out on the latest United news by joining our free WhatsApp group. You can get all the breaking news and best analysis sent straight to your phone by clicking here to subscribe. You can also subscribe to our free newsletter service. Click here to be sent all the day's biggest stories. And finally, if you would rather listen to our expert analysis, then make sure to check out our Manchester is Red podcast featuring the Samuel Luckhurst show and the midweek debate. Our shows are available on all podcast platforms, including Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and you can also watch along on YouTube. Tottenham Hotspur could have the perfect welcome gift for Manchester United target Bryan Mbeumo if the Brentford talisman chooses to move across London this summer. In recent weeks, Mbeumo has emerged as a top target for United after they missed out on Liam Delap. Mensport understands that United submitted a £55 million bid for the winger, but it is believed this has been rejected, with Brentford thought to be valuing him at a similar price to Matheus Cunha, who was bought for £62.5 million by the Reds. Mbeumo is understood to favour a move to United this summer and is giving the Reds priority to negotiate with him. Last week, the transfer was thrown into some slight jeopardy after reports emerged that Tottenham could enter the race to sign him. This started after Spurs sacked manager Ange Postecoglou and listed Bees boss Thomas Frank as their top candidate to replace him. It was claimed that the Dane informed Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy that he would insist the club targets Mbeumo in the transfer window, and the owner was on board with the idea. If Tottenham were to complete this deal for Mbeumo, they already have the perfect welcome gift for him. For his national team Cameroon, the 25-year-old wears the number 20, having worn number 19 for much of his time at Brentford. Spurs' current number 20, Fraser Forster, was confirmed to be leaving North London this summer when his contract expires, meaning that shirt number would be available for the forward if he wished to take it. While United would not be able to offer Mbeumo the number 20, as it is currently occupied by Diogo Dalot, they could potentially go one better. The number 19 at Old Trafford is currently vacant, having last been worn by Raphael Varane during the 2023-24 season. While his final decision is unlikely to be made based on available squad numbers, Mbeumo can at least rest easy that either his ideal shirt numbers are available at whichever club he moves to. Chelsea may not have made Jadon Sancho's loan deal permanent, but their pursuit of Borussia Dortmund winger Jamie Gittens could still shape Sancho's future. With Dortmund eyeing a replacement if Gittens departs for Stamford Bridge, Sancho is back on their radar. A third spell at the German club is possible, especially as Manchester United look to offload him permanently or via another loan. Salary demands remain a stumbling block, but Sancho's future might hinge on what Chelsea does next. Chelsea could still hold the key to Jadon Sancho's future, even after deciding not to make the Manchester United winger's loan move permanent. The Blues opted to pay £5 million to the Red Devils in order to avoid signing Sancho after being unable to come to terms with the 25-year-old. And as Chelsea look at alternatives to reinforce their options on the wing, one could yet impact the United ace. The West London side are among those looking to secure a deal for Borussia Dortmund star Jamie Gittens. The 20-year-old is already said to have agreed a 7-year deal with Enzo Maresca's team as they attempt to persuade Dortmund of the move. Chelsea have already tabled a bid of £29.5 million as they rush to get a deal done in time for the Club World Cup. The first part of the transfer window closes on Tuesday. Gittens scored 12 goals and made 5 assists last term as he lit up the early parts of the Champions League by bagging 4 goals in the opening 5 matches. The ex-Manchester City youngster still has 3 years remaining on his contract and a £15 million release clause, however. Crucially, Dortmund will require a replacement if Gittens does depart. Sancho could prove to be an option to arrive for his third spell with the club. The England international arrived at Old Trafford from Dortmund in a £73 million deal and returned to the Westfalen Stadion on loan in January 2024 after falling out with Erik ten Hag. Sancho has little future at United. Dortmund have asked to be kept up to date on any developments over Sancho's future per reports and are one of a number of clubs around Europe interested in a deal. The player's salary could yet prove problematic for United getting the player off of their books, however, and another loan could yet be looked at. Sancho helped Chelsea win the UEFA Conference League and qualify for the Champions League as he made 45 appearances. But his 5 goals and 10 assists reflected a steady season rather than spectacular one. Any move from Dortmund would likely first require Gittens' exit. The Bundesliga giants are also looking to sign Jobe Bellingham from Sunderland with a 31 million, the deal said to be agreed. Sporting director Sebastian Kehl has admitted that Gittens has drawn interest. However, the former midfielder has also warned the club are looking to reduce their wage bill. He said, "There's definitely a market for him, Gittens. He's a very exciting player. We'll be having discussions soon. If offers come in, we'll have to deal with them. We want to reduce wages," Kehl added. That said, it's possible we'll continue with some of these players, but some may no longer be part of the BVB squad next season.